right. Hello all.
Hello.
Hi. All right. So we are changing gears a little bit. And we're doing some Deathmark tonight, which I keep wanting to call Ghost Trick, even though those are two completely separate games. Um, like I'm really struggling here. Um, so we've got Lemur tonight. Mana couldn't make it. Yeah, we're playing Spooky Game. It literally has been ages. It's been almost a month since we played this, apparently.
Yeah.
Um, what happened last? We recruited the perpetually hungry Banshi Ito to help us investigate the dried blood stains, weapons, and detached heads in the research bunker. We wish we could join Cannon Soldier and rider punching fascists like the ones who made her a Buddha Megazord, but she keeps killing us, so we need Hiro to help us exercise her. Yeah, I remember that. We died a lot last time.
We did.
So hopefully we have fixed our issues. Okay, so we have Hiro as our bestie.
Maverick?
Okay, the question is, which one is easiest to get to from here? Because, again, it has been ages. I think North Alley is going to be easier. I could
Yeah, I
be.
think I remember we had it set to where we needed to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question is going to be, can I navigate to it from here? Let's see. Do I have a map somewhere? Nope, that is a... I did not know I could save! What the fuck? Okay, well that was super fun to find out. Okay, from here... I think we need to go here. Man, we are really, nope, not here. Um, we're really pushing my memory. We may be looking around for a bit. It's fine. Um, I feel like we didn't have a dead body outside our, nope, not here either. Oops, damn it. If I have not complained yet about the movement in this game, please know. It sucks. Okay, so we'll go this direction then. Okay, here's the central passage north. All right, now let's go left. Maybe. Maybe. Nope.
Hey,
Maybe.
hey, hey, hey. Stop it.
Is this gonna tell me where to go? Cannon soldier, cannon soldier, cannon soldier. Research lab. Okay. Mysterious human experiments. Oh yeah, we got to go to the
Oh.
past. Remember, we got the spider lady.
Yeah, she was neat.
Okay. We want to use the saber, short sword. We'll have to throw them. Spirit, then the Kagura Suzubel will be helpful, and the blanks will mess up our ears if we shoot them, but one document mentioned must destroy head. I just need to know where to go. Damn it. Wrong direction again. Okay. So once again, we are lost, which kind of feels like, pretty standard for us.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that was an operating room.
It's
Apparently
like
we
Cookie
don't keep
knows
them.
we're streaming.
I
She
know she
wouldn't
was
yell.
very quiet earlier.
She's performing. It's
Oh,
fine.
that's right. Do I have to do something? Maybe not. Okay. We'll, leave from there then. This is going real great. Okay. Well, I guess let's go forward then. Nope, this is another lab. Oh, cannon soldier! Hello! I just want to fight you. What do I have to do? Well, here's that south passage that I probably should have went in. Never mind. Can't go in there. Oh, maybe I can. I think I have the right head. But I guess we'll see. Carelessly tossed Buddha heads. Okay, yep. We already did the head. This is why we don't take more than a month. Apparently, I needed to leave myself a map. Okay.
Yeah.
Think. Okay, so that's the lab. Oh, Cookie. She is just a peach right now. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And we'll go all the way forward because maybe that's what I need to do. So we'll go the other direction this time. Nope. Okay, where the hell do I need to go? I think I've been everywhere in here. We are going to cheat for just a second. Please hold. Okay, cannon soldier. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh, okay. I was in the right place to begin with. I just forgot that you have to look at everything first.
Mm.
Damn it. So I had the right memory. Just forgot that there was like other stuff I had to do.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're going to blah 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 divine. Look at all these severed heads. It's holding some kind of ritual implement. Vice Ravana statue. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation. Vijayaraja. Definitely know I murdered that one in case there was a question. Statue that looks like a divine general.
Oh shit. This cannon soldier stuff reminds me of the one woman whose husband died in World War II, so she sold everything she owned to buy a tank and spent the rest of her life Nazi hunting.
I like it.
Damn. Hell yeah. An international hero.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We find something in the box.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in there. Then what's in my hand? It is something that doesn't belong here. It is a pillow.
What? Did we find this before?
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Yeah, so if you remember correctly, we were trying to find the source of the cannon soldier's resentment. And we were told that it was going to be in this box, and this is all we found was this pillow. And we kind of sat there and went, there is no way that this the spirit. But there's nothing here, so it means that it is no longer in here. Okay. The thing we're searching for, where the hell did it go? Long silence. Then a now familiar pain flares up. There we go. Also, they misspelled flare, but that's okay. All right. Dawn's a few minutes away. We're about to die again. The spirit's here. Da 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 da. Well, hello, ma'am. Okay, let's do this.
Oh, Mav, please don't unplug my computer. Thank you.
Okay, a little suture chant hum trembles the air. It feels like my whole body is numb. It may be because of that hum. Okay, so, let's shoot a blank then. And I need to use a Kakurasuzu.
Hey.
Alright. Gun turns towards my head, but luckily I used a blank. Numbness is faded. Nothing happens. Alright, Cannon Soldier yells. I'm injured. We're both injured. But we didn't die, so, you know, that's something. Okay, so let's go ahead and shoot the pistol. And you can use the bell again. I don't have anything else for you to do. Okay. You wounded. Wounded again. The spirit turns solid again. There we go. We are using the Kakurasuzu right. We're still both injured, but, you know, we're getting somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna shoot my sword blade, and we're gonna shake the bell again. Spirit fades and becomes intangible, and shake the bell. Wounded. Oh, hello, ma'am. That's a look.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm kind of out of weapons, so let's keep using these. Spirit fades and becomes intangible. Wounded again. The spirit stops. I guess the attack finally worked. Out of nowhere, footsteps approach behind me.
Whoa.
A voice yells comically, and whoever it is puts their hand on my back. But I can't take my eyes off the spirit before me?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Banshee? Is that you? What are you doing? Instead of replying, he shoves something into my hand. It's a large chisel with the grip stained in blood. This is...
I found it in that room in the mansion.
In that instant, I understand everything. The heart of the curse that we were searching for, the object that gave birth to the spirit. So, it was kept in Kujou Mansion? Thanks. I'm going to use it. I grab the chisel and face the spirit. Alright, it's weakened. So I'm gonna use my chisel that he just gave me, and I think I should probably use the bell with her again. Alright, chisel. Okay, where should I strike with the chisel? We have the right eye, the left eye, between the eyes, the right ear, or the left ear.
I have no idea.
I want to say it's the right ear, but I don't remember why.
Hold on, I gotta... Maverick just brought in a poop. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Continue on.
If anyone in the chat remembers what I'm thinking about. No.
No.
Let's see. I could be completely wrong here, though. Okay, so between the eyes, I know has some significance in whatever religion this is that I can't remember the name of. But the ear, I don't know why I think it's the ear. And of course I can't look at my stuff. Nope, I can just put that away. Thank you. I could be completely wrong, but I think when Lemur comes back, unless anyone has any objections, we're going to choose the right ear. Right ear? Okay, we're all in agreement then. Do you remember why the right ear? Oh wait, I think I remember why the right ear. It was the Oh, neat. Good to know about the normal ending and the right ending. But I think it's the right ear because when we had our big flashback, you know,
Did we die?
we did not die. I was waiting for you.
Oh.
Because I was trying to figure out, I was trying to remember why I thought it was the right ear, and I'm pretty sure it's because when we had that hallucination, remember with the spider lady, we had someone whispering into our right ear, and I don't know why I remember that, but I do remember that, and apparently I'm right according to Chad.
So yeah, between the eyes gets you the normal ending. Right ear is the good ending. So yeah.
All right, so let's
Sure.
go with our right ear. I jabbed the chisel at its right ear. It stares at me dispassionately. Yay! But we didn't die. Finally, it smiles and disappears. Yay! The statue stops moving and collapses.
It stopped, right? It seems so.
I don't know why. Every time I look at him, I think that, can't remember what cartoon character it is, but like, you know the one that whistles every time they say an S sound?
Yeah.
I don't remember which one it is. But that's what I think of when I see him.
I think Gopher and I don't know if it's Gopher,
Oh yeah,
but
I think
Gopher
so,
and
yeah.
Winnie the Pooh
Winnie the
does that.
Pooh.
Well, I don't know if that's who you're thinking of, but
It might be. He does kind of have a weird resemblance, maybe.
He does have some Gopher vibes.
Is that impolite to say?
I don't know. uh Fictional character, so
Yeah.
it might be okay. uh I don't go to the mark. I don't got the mark anymore. So there's no doubt about it.
Once again, I'm the only one still cursed.
Our curse is lifting other people's curse.
Yeah.
Glad I made it in the nick of time. If my legs weren't in such good shape, it would have been over for us.
Thanks for saving us, but you know that was pretty reckless. I thought I said it's dangerous for a group of mark bearers to go somewhere haunted.
Yeah. You did mention something like that when I was eating. Completely slipped my mind.
So tell us, old man, what happened at the mansion?
I'm not quite sure myself. But I'll tell you what I know. Sorry. Our curse is lifting other people's curses. We're like the cutie mark crusaders from My Little Pony. Jesus Christ. After you left, I wandered the place looking for something to eat. My mark hurt like hell right by a room. I slipped inside and found a bunch of chisels and things.
He must be in that room I found.
I was kind of out of it because of the mark at that point. But I noticed one of the chisels was glowing all weird with a dark light.
Okay, not to be that person, but what the fuck is a dark light? That sounds like an oxymoron.
Mm-hmm. See, like the only thing I can imagine is the Darksaber from Star Wars.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, like that's the only thing other than that. Um, I knew right away that it was hiding some awesome spiritual power.
But what made you decide that you had to bring the chisel here? You seem sure it'd be effective against the cannon soldier.
I heard a voice when I picked it up. It reminded me of a lady, sorta. It said to bring this chisel to you. And that's when it hit me, the chisel. That's what I'd been looking for.
Oh, that thing you mentioned in the car. The heart of the curse that created the spirit.
Exactly that. So I hoofed it over to give it to you.
When I looked through that room before, Yasuoka said that the Kujo family used to create Buddha statues a long time ago. It's possible that chisel was used to create the statue that became the cannon soldier. I don't know what that voice was that he heard. Probably something like the mysterious voice that's guided me before. You know, I haven't heard it in a while.
And that's what happened. So we headed back to the mansion then, Kirigiri? For one, I'm hungry. But I bet Daimon?
Yep, Daimon.
Daimon. Thank
Mm?
fucking forever. Right now I remember who that is. Daimon's worried too. I left without saying a word after all.
Well, he was fucking useless through this entire case, so like,
Yeah.
did we even bring him anywhere? Yeah. Searching for documents on the mark, carting all the statues out. It'll take more than a day to do all that. We should go back to the mansion and figure out what to do next.
What? We're leaving already? I wanted to examine this place.
I glanced at the statue fall into the floor. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time.
Fine. In exchange, not one word about this shelter to anyone else. We did bring him down here first, but he was not helpful. I'm going to study every inch of it.
Yeah, okay.
Hey now, this is my home. Can't have you rooting around in here. That's just you saying that. You don't legally live here. I'll bring you food, so stop complaining.
I mean, this man has went through like 3 days worth of convenience store food. Like, is he okay?
I don't think so. Much obliged.
We returned to the concrete passageway. I might be imagining it, but it feels like the air in here is a little less stagnant than it was before. So the real question is, we made the right decision, but was someone going to die if we didn't? We climb up out of the manhole in Emno South Alley. Daimon runs up to us, drenched in sweat. He looks even worse than usual. He probably shouldn't have run. If we did the bad ending, did he die just from running? Just like a heart attack right here?
Probably. I found you. Hey, old man. Why did you suddenly sprint out of the mansion? My mark is gone now, too. What in the world happened? Ah, yeah, what makes the good endings different from normal endings is that our companion survives. I had something to give Kirigiri. Isn't that right, Hiro? I guess. I'd rather not think of the consequences if you hadn't made it in time. I'm not sure I follow, but it seems he really helped you out. Well then, if I must do my investigation another day, are we splitting ways here? Our marks are gone now, too. Gone now. Adding words, it's fine.
Yeah.
Kirigiri still has his, though.
This always happens. I'm used to it. But now I might be able to change that. I finally discovered where the statues stolen from H Shrine are.
I'm lost, but I'm glad for you.
It's thanks to all of you. I'll figure the rest out by myself. You should all return to your regular lives.
You're saying we should split up then? You sure you'll be okay?
Something will work out eventually. Besides, this is Saya Kujo's dying wish. I want to respect it.
Huh. Well, thanks. I'll head back then. I've been missing all those chemical smells from the lab.
Good to hear your research is exciting. But don't forsake your humanity over it and end up like Miss Zoo.
Like I do that. It's not even funny, by the way. Oh, yeah, Mr. Kirigiri. Whenever you want to get those statues, I'll help you out. Until then, see you.
Well, thanks, Hiro. That's probably the nicest thing she's ever said.
No mark means you've got cooties, so get out of my house, squatters. I'll be off as well. Honestly, all of this has put a strain on me. Barely staying upright.
Sir, are you sure you don't have tuberculosis? Whatever you do, don't collapse on your way home. Please.
Hey, Kirigiri. One day, I'm hoping to let the public know about the underground shelter. For the sake of wandering souls without proper burial. I'd like it if you helped with it. See you around.
Where was that in my job description?
Guess I'll go too.
You're not returning to the shelter, are you?
I'm not that brave. The soldier's gone, but there's plenty of other things down there. I'll give it a few days to settle.
So, you're still planning on going back? I'm not sure I'd call that a smart move.
It comes with living this kind of life. I'll bunker down in a park or under a bridge until things calm down. See you, Kirigiri. Bring more food next time, yeah?
Dude, you just need to live in a combini. The former mark bearers have all left. I should probably head to the mansion myself. I've got to decide what to do next. Apparently, no one is worried about us at all.
Mm-mm.
Like, we haven't been home in like weeks. I hear a voice calling from behind me. I turn to see Banshee in the middle of the road, staring intently at me. What's wrong?
I remember now.
His eyes are as wide as saucers.
I forgot because of the mark, but I I've met you before.
Oh, damn. What? What do you mean?
Well, let me think.
He scratches his chin. I know his memories are probably all a mess, having just gotten them back, but I don't have time to wait for him.
We should very much give Banshee a room. We have a whole freaking
I
mansion.
know.
Yes. We first met 5 years ago. And then again 10 days ago.
I feel like I've been struck by lightning. I first arrived at Kujou Mansion 10 days ago. That means I met him before I lost my memories. I need to know, who in the world am I?
I couldn't say. I wasn't interested in asking your name, and you didn't give it.
Then tell me what you do know. Tell me about myself, please.
Okay. I owe for the food, so ask. We did.
Yeah, what should I ask about? I assume that we have to go through both of these, but which do I want to start with? 5 years ago or 10 days ago?
Let's start with 5.
5 days ago. Or, yeah, 5 years ago.
You showed up at the shelter. Wanted to know about the Heavenly Buddha project. Gave me food. Actually, you're more focused on the Kujou family than the Cannon soldier.
Why did we talk about them?
The head at the time was majorly involved with the project. He was famous for his spiritual power, so the army asked him to help. He loaned them a number of his family's prized sacred treasures. You really zeroed in on that bit.
Do you know what exactly the army got?
Yeah, the shelter had a list. A mirror, a chisel, Buddha statues, cursed objects, and holy talismans. They were all returned to the family.
Which means they're all in the mansion now.
You kept popping by a few times until one day you just didn't. I only saw you next 10 days ago.
Next is 10 days ago.
I just seen the cannon soldier, and you can bet I booked it out of the manhole. I ran into you on the street. How do you treat me to food to celebrate? Thanks for that, by the way.
Banshee's talking about the person I was before I lost my memories. It's weird to hear about myself in this way.
You'd mentioned you'd been overseas. You only come back recently, about a month ago. Oh, and that's when I learned of the mark. You told me about it. It slipped my mind until just now.
By that time, was my right arm...
Yeah, it had the mark. You were acting all odd, though. You'd go to remember something and stumble over the words. Feel that.
The curse was probably in the late stages. In fact, I'd completely forgotten my name and passed a few hours after that.
By the by, I've got something to tell you. This here Banshee Ito is of much nobler Jesus. Nobler character than regular folk. Why do you talk like this? That's why I lead a detached life, away from the world's vulgarities.
Sir, you live in a sewer. What are you trying to say?
I could be crazy desperate, but I never say my dear departed mom or divine providence. You understand?
No.
No.
No, you lost me.
I'm saying I'd never resort to stealing, even dying of hunger. Here, these are yours.
He pulls out a wristwatch and a wallet. Each looks like an antique. They're inlaid with subtle designs.
You forgot them at the restaurant.
How the fuck did I leave my wristwatch? Let me see them. I grab them both and rush to open the wallet. Wally. 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 But there's no ID inside.
Damn it.
There was no driver's license or company card with an ID in it when you got it?
Don't ask me. You said you forgot your old wallet somewhere and lost it. Probably in there.
Oh. I look at what else is in the wallet. Bills, coins, and a number of familiar business cards. Saya Kujo, spirit healer.
Ah, those things. You tried to give me one. Told me to go there if I remembered anything. But I gave it back. I don't make a habit of carrying useless stuff.
Saya Kujo's card was in my pocket when I first arrived at Kujo Mansion. It must have been the one Banshee returned. There's no doubt about it. I lost all my memories after I met Banshee. I've asked everything I want to know, but something's still bugging me. Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me 10 days ago?
Well, I was so focused on eating that I wasn't paying full attention.
Are you kidding?
Oh yeah, you said the same thing as, Oh yeah, you said the same thing as Hiro about the Cannon Soldier. I don't know why. There's no way a human head on a statue will make it move.
But it did actually move.
But I thought too. And then you said something strange. You said what happened 50 years... What? You said what happened 50 years wasn't because of the project. 50 years ago?
Yeah.
It was all because of her.
Yeah, this clearly got rushed through post-production. Her?
That's not all. You said she gave you the mark. That she loved watching you lose your memories in fear of death. You made her kick the bucket once. But she came back to life. Shit. You said you needed to do the same thing done 50 years ago to get rid of her.
My heart wants to beat out of my chest. I can feel sweat run down my face. There's no way I can keep calm. Before I lost my memories, I'd known who had cursed me with the mark. Hey, old man, who's she? Did I tell you?
I wanted to know too, so I asked. But you couldn't answer me. Like a Witch of the Waste thing where you can't actually say that's who cursed you. I don't think you were even trying to hide it. You just honestly didn't remember.
It's like Twilight Town. She just stole her entire name.
Yeah.
Was that because of the mark?
Oh, that's about all I can tell you. Kirigiri, we should get going soon.
Go. Where?
I'll tell you in your car. I'm real tired of standing. I'd like to sit for a bit.
There's no point in arguing here. I'll just get it out of him once we're in the car. All right, let's go to the car.
Nope, the mansion's out of the way.
Banshee clambers into the back seat of the car. His heavy scent fills the enclosed space.
Ah, I can finally catch my breath. Now then, driver, take us to Forest by H Castle.
I drive down the familiar road. All lights along the way are strangely green. We reach our destination without me having to slow down the car once. The engine chugs along. I feel the wheels of fate turning like those on the car I'm riding in.
10 days ago, I promised. In exchange for you buying me an extra order of almond jelly, if you did forget everything, I'd take you to H Shrine.
Sounds like I prepared for everything. But if I was that careful, why didn't I leave myself a clue? Why prepare if I was just going to forget? Did the curse progress faster than expected, so there wasn't time? Or did someone get rid of it? But if I had business at H Shrine, why didn't I go there while I still had my memories?
Something about timing. Waiting for some magic summer cleaning to clear. Oh. Waiting for some magic summer cleaning to clear away impurity.
Huh? Suddenly, my old self echoes in my head. I speak the words out loud slowly as realization dawns. The summer purification rites. They're rites held at shrines to exorcise evil. On the last day of June, you pass through the woven reeds to cleanse yourself. I was trying to use that ritual to exorcise the impurity.
Ah, gotcha. Luckily, today's the 1st of July, so then the rites or whatever are done. Should be no problem now.
Exorcise the impurity, huh? What kind of impurity was I trying to cleanse? The more I learn, the less I understand. My previous self is like a complete stranger to me. We were impure, and now we are not. The calendar has moved.
Ugh.
How many times have I come to this forest now? The creepy arch and thick trees look the same as always.
You know where H Shrine is, yeah? Lead the way.
You've never been there?
First I heard of it was 10 days ago.
Please don't make me navigate there. Banshee and I push through the vegetation and make our way down the beast trail. We pass under the stone torii gate and finally arrived at the desolate H Shrine. The few headless Buddha statues that are left shine in the light of the flashlight.
So the statues used in the project were stolen from here?
Yeah, that's right.
Is it really true that the statues are connected to the mark somehow?
I've considered the possibility that the mark was caused by their divine wrath. But 10 days ago?
You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was because of her.
This course I've been following this whole time? Then at some point I had to have been fed some huge lie. But what could it be? A shudder runs through me at the thought. It feels like I'm looking into the depths of hell.
You said 10 days ago that the altar holds something important. Something about needing to keep it here to exorcise the impurity.
He approaches the small altar and puts his hand on the sliding door.
Huh? What's going on here? The thing's empty.
Don't ask me. It was already gone when I was here earlier.
Well, that's darn weird. You said there was a cloth pouch?
What was inside?
A small fist-sized statue. Uh, Ninjibutsu?
Nenjibutsu.
Ninjibutsu, or something. It was the Go Shintai?
Yep, Go Shintai.
The Go Shintai for the shrine. The Kujo had used it in the shelter to stop the mess 50 years ago.
And again, it's the Kujo family. They must have strong ties to the mark.
Well, this is about all I can do for you. At least it was enough to pay off the dessert. We should head back soon. Son.
Right. I'm still unsure about what my old self was thinking, but it's clear whatever plan I had didn't work. Where did the Nenjibutsu go? On the way back, I feel reluctant to go. I keep turning to look toward the shrine. Each time I do, Banshee carries me on to the forest entrance.
Well, this is where we part ways.
You're not going to ride back with me?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got a bit car sick on the way here. Flat roads were fine, but the curves and hills did me in. I just got a nice meal and I'd hate to throw it up, so I'll walk back.
But it's pretty far from here.
Kids are such wimps these days. When I was young, I used to walk across the Himalayas all the time.
You sure?
Sure. This ain't nothing, huh?
His laugh is loud enough for the whole forest to hear. He waves and leaves me alone. Once he's out of sight, I get into the car. I pull out of the deserted parking lot and drive back to the mansion. As I count the streetlights passing by, I go over everything Banshee told me. 50 years ago in the shelter, the cannon soldier went berserk. But it wasn't because of the army's experiments, it was her. The army was unable to stand up to the threat of her and the soldier. But the Kujo family head used the Nenjibutsu to settle everything. However, she still exists in this time period. She was the one who gave me my mark. Before I lost my memories, I was planning on using the Nenjibutsu like they did before. I left it at 8 shrines so it could be cleansed of its impurity, but somewhere along the line it went missing. The past me probably couldn't have predicted that would happen. I'm almost back at Kujo Mansion. As my drive comes to an end, I focus on what the most important detail is. That's right, who she is. I have a hunch about her identity, but I can't be sure yet. And that definitely proves that she was there. 50 years ago, she made the cannon soldier move down in the shelter. The Kujo family's head sealed her. They would have brought her to the mansion. The sacred objects for the project, of which she was one, were returned to the Kujos. I gripped the steering wheel tighter. If there were any way to defeat her, it just has to be in the mansion. I don't have any solid proof, but the fragments of my memories are whispering to me. So who is she? The entrance doesn't look any different. Oh shit. My mark burns. The sharp pain nearly brings me to my knees. It seems she has no intention of hiding her presence any longer. Alright, we're gonna save real quick because this seems scary. You ready to find out who she is?
Yeah.
Do I talk? Maybe? Hello? Well, last time I saw you, you were broken on the floor.
So we meet again.
Mary's voice is soft. I know now. Behind those words is hidden an intense lust for blood. I knew it. Creepy talking doll. You came
Thought
back.
she moved.
I know. You came back to life rather quickly.
You gave me nearly a whole day. More than enough time. I admit the rabbit's attack surprised me. But unexpected events can themselves be rather enjoyable.
When I had brought Mary to H Shrine, we had caught sight of the rabbit there. It might have suspected Mary's true nature.
That rabbit. Its great love for you pushed it into recklessness.
What was that rabbit, really?
Determine that for yourself. Who are you? Know that, and the answer will come. Though it's impossible for so long as you bear the mark I gave you.
Mary gave me the mark. I had a hunch, but hearing it from her lips fills me with dread. Just what are you trying to accomplish?
Dragging the living into the depths of despair before killing them. I believe I explained it as a spirit's utmost desire and joy. And I had your cooperation with achieving that.
Cooperate? That's ridiculous.
Oh, have you not realized yet? Did you bring those pathetic mark bearers directly to the spirits, did you not? You did. They feared the spirit's existence, trembled in the face of death. Savored the taste of fear and despair most delicious.
You had all of us help out. Just to terrify the mark bearers even more?
Clearly. I could have waited for the curses to complete if I only wanted them dead. That's not the only lie. Mark bearers must stay in small groups. Do not contact outsiders. All of my instructions were to drive you into a state of emergency. And not once did you doubt me.
Yeah, we played right into her hands there. I bet she's telling me all of this because she wants me terrified with how hopeless the situation I find myself in is. I'm frozen in place, and I know my face must be as pale as death. She must be loving this. Don't tell me you created all of those spirits just to accomplish that?
Indeed. When Lady Christie believed divine wrath was because of the mark, the cause of the mark, I had never been more amused. Her foolishness was so delightful, I just had to come along with you.
So you lied.
Of course.
I love how we just accused her of lying like that was the worst thing she did.
Yeah. How could a pile of broken statues possibly do anything?
I could be imagining it, but I feel like she hesitated for a moment there.
"50 years ago, I was sealed away by the head of the Cujo family. I awoke here 5 years ago. At the time, I was still unable to speak and communicate. But it seems my awakening alone caused a number of ripples. Those who died unfortunate deaths on cursed land become monstrous spirits.
The H elementary abuse, the honeybee mass suicide, Seiko's assault and suicide. They all happened 5 years ago.
I finally regained my full power a little over a month ago. Then the Buddha statue connected me to 50 years ago. Then the Buddha statue connected me to 50 years ago began moving. There we go. Sorry. The woman killed by the statue was also influenced by my power.
That must be the cannon soldier and Zukawa. Zukawa believed it was divine oracle from the soldier when it had really been Mary. She did as the great Azura said and transformed herself into Miss Zoo.
Once my strength returned, I again bestowed my power on spirits. It connects humans to me and manipulates them into a panic. The mark.
I know you've been toying with us, but, well, was there really a need to make us be connected to you in some way?
No, just for fun. Of course. By being in direct contact with you, I could taste your fear.
Okay, Pennywise.
Yuck. Even now. Are you scared of me, Lord Kirigiri?
Yes, no, or just stay silent.
Stay silent. So you're terrified to the extent that it steals your speech. Maybe I don't want to play your mind games, bitch.
Her porcelain face cracks.
That's ew. Ever since you declared that you would fight the mark, I have waited eagerly for this day. Over the past 10 days, I've tasted your fear through the mark. Ew. Thick and syrupy, as sweet as honey. Yeah, I would like to punch her. That'd be great. Each savored morsel made me want to smash you into pieces. But I waited. I am not so foolish to kill a goose that lays golden eggs. Aha! Ha. Oh, sorry, I looked up from the text and saw her face. But I cannot take it anymore. Like crushing a ripe fruit and sipping its juices. Are these words? Should we be keeping track of these letters?
I don't think so, because we have a wa and an ak.
Okay. It's just emphasizing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to break you down and savor your sweet fear.
Nightmare inducing. Just mildly.
A wee bit.
All right, our mark has dyed a deep crimson. Few minutes left until death closes in. My thoughts blur together suddenly. What happens to a mark bearer right before dawn? I've seen it many times. Is that what's happening to me now?
Lord Kirigiri, wait for me. I'll kill.
I can hear Mary stand up over by the sofa. At this rate, the rabbit's fate will be mine too. I have to run away.
Get out. Back within the bread in my room.
Something whispers in my ear. That's right, that voice. But what does my room mean? Focus. Who does that voice belong to? Yasuoka. She said it was someone who loved me. All right, and we are in Live or Die. Mary's coming closer. Where should I run? All right, where should I run? My room, MK's room, or Saya's room? I don't remember who MK is, and probably not mine, so we're going to go with Saya.
Okay. Sounds good.
I sprint at full speed up the stairs and fly into Saya's room. Whew. Wonder who MK was. Much like the entrance hall, it's dark. The voice said, check within the red in my room. Is something there? But where should I look? The desk, the bed, or the floor. Okay, I'm going to be really gross here. She's splat on the floor, so...
Yeah.
We're going to go with a blood stain. Woo! We are on a roll. Saya Kujo's blood stain is still on the floor. It's obviously dry by this point in time. There might be something lying on top of it. I can't be sure as it's too dark. Nothing was there the last time I was here. Picking it up, I discover that it's a small pouch. Inside is a hard, thin object. I move over to the moonlight to see it better. It's a small Buddha statue. It can't be. Is this the Nenzibutsu? It seems to be stained with blood, and I get an ominous feeling from it. The impurity. It hasn't been exorcised yet. I instinctively know the instant I see it. My mind is suddenly flooded with all of my memories of the Nenzibutsu, one after another. 50 years ago, the head of the Kujo family used this to steal Mary's power. He put the Nenzibutsu inside her to seal her. Then about a month ago, someone took it out. That person was me. Because of that, Mary regained her powers. The Nenzibutsu in my hand looks exactly as it did back then, full of impurity. Impurity that's built up from sealing Mary's power for 50 years. To cleanse it, I left the Nenzibutsu at the uncontaminated H shrine. It would take time to exorcise all of the impurity. It's already July. The summer purification rite is over. So why is it still impure? The object the rabbit had in its mouth, it could have been carrying the pouch then instead of the master key. Then the Nenzibutsu was taken away from H Shrine before the beginning of July. Maybe the rabbit saw Mary by the shrine and was scared that she would find it. So it had no choice but to steal it away. The door to the adjacent room opens. Mary must be looking for me. But she can sense the presence of mark bearers. What's going on? Wait, is it possible that Saya's blood is protecting me?
Bring it to where I met my end.
Where was that? The voice whispers in my ear again. If this isn't where the voice's owner died, they must have met their end elsewhere. There's only one other place. While Mary's in the room next door, I sprint down to the entrance hall. I make a beeline to Mary's sofa and the spot where the rabbit died. The voice that spoke to me and helped me every time a spirit was closing in. If Saya was working through anything, it must have been that rabbit. Sensing something, I look down at my hand. The Nenzibutsu's impurity is gone. Is this what you've been telling me, Saya? I speak to the departed woman who's guided me as I struggled without memories.
But the Nenjibutsu, the source of the doll's curse. Press it to the black mark.
Then the whispers stop. The floorboards creak ominously. I raise my head to the staircase rising into the darkness before me.
Ugh.
A dark figure stands on the landing.
I found you.
Can you not? We're about to have more fun. The mark scorches me. My head goes blank. Mary's coming closer. My body won't listen to me.
Ooh, fun. Lord Cutie Kitty.
Mary closes her hands around my neck. She's trying to kill me.
I mean, obviously they do this because we can pick our own name, but I think it's very funny with like, Lord Kirigiri.
I squeeze the Nenzibutsu and the fog that's impeding my thoughts lifts. It's still a struggle to think. I should be able to move my arm now. Put the Nenzibutsu on the source of the curse. I only have one chance. Where should I stick the Nenzibutsu? Alright, the mouth, right arm, or left arm. Okay, I think it's the right arm.
Sure.
I don't have time, we're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
I managed to drag my impossibly heavy arm and stick the Nenzibutsu on Mary's right arm. She's hiding it. But I'm sure that's where the black mark was. Marks them on Mary, one after another. They're all the color of blood. It's like they're the curses of those she killed. So she's having a real good time. Bye. But we survived!
Woo!
And maybe we'll remember who we are. Mary shatters into dust. Did I really do it? I hesitantly looked down at my right arm. Da 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 da! The
Hell
mark is
yeah.
gone! I did it? I finally did it! I have to say it out loud to convince myself. A victory at the expense of Saya's life. I can't claim it's completely over, but there's no harm in being relieved for now. The fog clouding my head clears away. My memories slowly return to me. I look around the dimly lit hall again. I know this mansion well, because I'm... The clock on the second floor begins chiming wildly like it did 10 days ago. When I make my way to it, it stops, almost as if it has a will of its own. That's right, this grandfather clock, I think a skilled ancestor of the Cujo family crafted it. That one chisel may have been used to make it. That's right, inside this clock... I open the door and stick my hand inside. My fingers brush something hard. Taking it out, I realize it's a voice recorder. I press the play button. This on? Oh, I guess that's not my color.
This on? This is Masamune Kujo.
That's who MK was.
Mm-hmm.
It's a man's voice, a voice I know all too well. It's my voice.
I decided to leave this record behind in case something should happen. Inside the clock is a path to the Batcave. That doll may disapprove of any files or documents. Dispose of any files or documents. I can read. I'm banking on her overlooking a piece of technology. Hey,
As I listen, I start to remember recording this. I'd done it right before I received the mark from Mary.
Now, where should I begin? Boys, can we not? MK, Manfred von Karma.
Yeah.
Started 5 years ago, 2 years after I became Cujo family head. My sister Saya and I found the doll in a wooden box while sorting the warehouse. The moment I broke the seal and saw her, I could sense something sinister. But it took a while longer to fully understand what she truly is. If only there had been records. But great-grandfather who sealed her didn't have any before his early death. Leave any before his early death. Because of that, his descendants weren't told about the doll. I managed to learn the doll had been loaned to an army lab during the war. A strange old man who lived in an underground shelter told me. Then, I went overseas to try to get more information on the doll. But I got into an accident while away and was presumed missing. So Saya became the new family head. I wasn't able to contact her until after she had inherited the title. It wasn't something worth contesting. So I explained everything, and had her keep up the facade that I was missing. Public records still stated Masamune Kujo was very much alive, of course. I couldn't have used my passport or license otherwise. I'm off topic, sorry. I only just returned to the country last week. Other psychics abroad agreed it would be bad to leave the doll be. Gosh, okay, and then Nyenjubutsu?
Nenjibutsu.
Nyenjubutsu. Sorry.
Mhm.
Inside the doll still suppressed its cursed power, but I realized that it was almost at its limit. If I left it alone, it would crumble. Then it'd be impossible to suppress the cursed power of the doll. That was the worst case scenario. But what was to be done? The answer I came up with was remove the Nyenjubutsu from the doll temporarily. Its impurity would be cleansed after a month stored in a pure area. Ow. Maverick, ow! Get off! Maverick, ow. And then he's always... this could be a little TMI, but he's always really good at, like, when he climbs up on me, like, just punching me in the boob.
He does not have a lot of respect for personal space. I do remember this.
So I hurt because I just got punched in the boob. If I succeeded, the doll's power will be sealed for a few more decades. But the problem is that 1 month. I have no idea what kind of curse will be released with the dolls unsealed. Maverick, go lay down. What are you? There's sometimes when he stands a certain way, he kind of just looks like a goblin or a ghoul of some sort. I'll do what I can to prevent disasters. But my power can't compare to the Nyenjibutsu. So there may be victims again, like the tragedy 50 years ago. But Wilson's boob shot was contagious. Yes. This one's less deadly. It hurts like hell still, but like less deadly at least. It must be done in order to prevent even more people from falling victim.
I mean, didn't we say that Wilson was actually killed by poison? So, like, could be just as deadly, technically.
Yeah. Better check my drinks. After this, I'll disassemble the doll and remove the Nyenjubutsu. I pray everything goes according to plan and the worst of evils is avoided. I hope this record isn't needed. But if the one listening to this has a loved one who's fallen victim to the curse. That's right, we all need Meiji-era Judicature armor now, so...
Perfect.
I should definitely wear that on my day off, just hanging out at my house.
Clearly.
Then I'm very sorry. Thank you. And go on.
The biggest irony that technically we lost our sister to the power of the curse.
Yeah.
The recording ends there. Damn it. I clench my fists so hard, my nails dig into my palms. Yes, the voice on the tape was mine, but I'm furious with it. I don't know that person at all. The Mark has claimed so many victims over the past month. I even lost my little sister, Saya. Was she just another inevitable victim the voice spoke of? I can't forgive him, or it had to be done.
Oh man, I'm torn. Chat. Like, I could see like it had to be done, but also like I don't think I'd forgive myself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning towards I can't forgive him. Our sister was killed with Larry's the Thinker Clock. I'm gonna go with I can't forgive him.
All right, I can't forgive him. I can't forgive him. Ever since I lost my memories, I've lived as Makoto Kirigiri. My blood boils at what Masamune Kujo did. And that is the end of Chapter 5.
Not the end of the game. Shit.
2
Well,
months
we
have
shouldn't-
passed. The occasional cool breeze signals that summer is almost over. I've spent my time putting the case of the mark to rest as best I can. I put Saya to rest by burying the rabbit and contacted the surviving mark bearers. Putting the Buddha statues in places of honor was also one of those tasks. They weren't connected to the mark after all, but I couldn't just leave them there. Plus, there was no way Christie'd keep quiet about the statues. So, with her guidance and Yasuoka, Daimon, and Banshi's help, I carried the broken statues out of the shelter and returned them to H Shrine. By now, my memory has completely returned. But I still can't think of myself as Masamune Kujo. My memories of my past feel more like I'm reading someone else's biography. Legally, I am Masamune. I inherited Kujo Mansion. I'm not sure how to feel about it, but I think I'll consider it a way to pay Saya back for saving me.
We do have that Idol concert to go to.
We do, exactly. About Masamune Kujo, he became head of the Kujos 7 years ago. Scholarly inclined and introverted, he wasn't the type to be very social. He left all public appearances to Saya Kujo, so not many knew what he looked like. The only photos of him are from small local newspapers. Masamune accidentally uncovered Mary in the family's warehouse 5 years ago. That discovery changed his life. I traveled extensively abroad in order to learn more about Mary. In one country, I got into an accident and fell into a coma for half a year. You know, as you do.
Mm-hmm.
Even worse, that country proceeded to treat me as an unidentified traveler. I don't know if that was merely my terrible luck or if Mary's curse had something to do with it. When I was finally able to contact home, Saya had already become the new head. The rest was as the tape said. I had no idea that Mary's power was far greater than I had imagined. It's almost like maybe you shouldn't fuck with the cursed doll, like...
Right?
All my efforts to suppress her power were completely useless. My memories unraveled faster than I thought. How did Mary come to be in the first place? One theory says a doll maker in the 19th century used magic to create her. Another says the spirit of a young girl who died prematurely took up residence in a doll. In the end, it's still a mystery. No one knows what happened to create a doll like that. We only know that each of the Mary's owners died tragic deaths. Shortly after the turn of the 20th century, she became owned by the head of the Kujos. He either didn't know of the curse or simply didn't believe it. Disasters began befalling the family. Mary gained enough power to become sentient and produce spirits. Then the tragedy in the shelter happened. The seething grudges of the experiment's victims and the Buddha statues, they may have triggered her awakening. Whatever Mary's true identity is, the fact remains that she altered many people's fates. Mine and the mark bearers included. Speaking of, an update on the surviving mark bearers. Moe Watanabe became a part-time writer for her favorite magazine, Oparts Monthly. She sometimes comes to Kujo Mansion to interview me about spirits and ghosts. Tsukasa Yoshida is studying every day for the middle school exams next year. He bragged in his letter to me about how well he did in the national mock tests.
No, thank you.
Satoru Mashita brought me a drink like he promised. Seems he's thinking about becoming a private detective. He actually asked me if I wanted to join him. Was he serious? I don't know for sure. Sho Nagashima is picking fights, riding his bike, and doing whatever he wants, as usual. But recently, out of the blue, I heard he's joined his neighborhood's baseball team. Christy Arimura has started writing an essay exposing all of her past affairs. She's trying to get back into the industry. Good for her.
Hell yeah.
Susan Morimiya was able to see her father. Lately, she started asking me for advice about how to get her parents to reconcile. I have no idea if I helped at all, but she says they sometimes have meals together now. Am I the head of a family or a divorce lawyer? Who knows? Eita Nakamatsu has gone back to surfing the BBS every day, as usual. But what's new is he's been stopping by the city employment center. I guess he wants to get a steady job and be a role model for Suzu. Best of luck to him. I say as someone who does not have a steady job. A day doesn't go by that I don't see Aya Kashiwagi on TV as part of Love and Hero. She sent a ticket like she promised, but I need to drum up some courage to go to a concert for teens, alone, at my age. Toako Yasuoka is still working as a fortune teller in Ginza. Apparently, she believes I have spiritual powers or something. She keeps sending customers with spirit problems to the mansion. I wish she'd stop. Madoka Hiro spends her days working as a researcher while also visiting the shelter. Her and Banshi squabble a lot, but I wish she'd stop complaining to me about it. Shuji Daimon seems to be doing better now, like a weight's been lifting off his chest. He's in the process of convincing officials to publicize the shelter and build a memorial for it. Has he kicked his TB yet? Banshi Ito has returned to his beloved underground shelter. He stops by the mansion sometimes, filling the place with his scent. Of course, he comes to beg me for food. Now then. I finish my break and return to the workbench in the corner of the room. Over the past 2 months, Mary has managed to repair herself. Her power hasn't completely come back yet, but she's still extremely frightening. The Nenjibutsu alone won't be enough to continue sealing her powers in the years to come. I must prepare extra spiritual measures. It's taken a long time to get those ready, but today I've finally finished. Once everything is complete, I replace the Nenjibutsu inside Mary. Finally, it's over. I pick Mary up and put her in the wood box. 5 years. This all started when I opened the lid of this box. Mary stares up at me from the depths of the box. I have no idea if she's aware of what's happening right now, but there's no doubt she'll regain her powers when the Nenjibutsu wears out decades from now. I'm determined to find a way to destroy this cursed doll before that happens.
Sorry. My idea of extra spiritual measures is chucking Mary into an incinerator.
I mean, honestly, that would probably work better than just sealing her inside a box and going, I hope I figure something out.
Yeah.
Until that day, you need to stay asleep, Mary.
There's this series on TikTok that one of my horror YouTubers has been reviewing.
Mhm.
And there's I can't remember if I'm pronouncing this correctly or not, but there's a thing in people who believe in ghosts and demons and stuff that called a divot box.
Mhm.
And basically they seal the shit out of this box with wax and all this stuff. And they found one in their attic. And I don't know how I feel about those, but also if I found that, I wouldn't open it. And their last TikTok ended with them trying to open it, and it was like, why? Why would you open that? That's one of these things with this box. It's why would you open this?
Seriously. Leave it alone. What the hell? And that was the credits that I just skipped. And now, thank you everyone for your work on this. A lot of time has passed. The muted chirping of insects gently drift along a breeze that enters the mansion. It's cool enough to sleep through the night again. It's nearly autumn after all. I stare out the window at the unchanging scenery without really seeing it. Clouds in the distance rumble with thunder. As if on cue, a chill wind brushes up against the window pane. Rain again, huh? I comment because otherwise it feels like I'm in a dream. It's as if a stranger is speaking. I stare at the leaden sky. Even though I'm resting in a chair, I feel like I'm somewhere far away. When I shift, I see out of the corner of my eye the stack of books piled on the desk. Some were pretty difficult to get my hands on, but I don't feel like reading them anymore. I could read all of them, and none will give me any type of clue. That's all I've learned after all this time wasted. The longer I try, the further away it gets. That thing sleeping in the wooden box. I head downstairs to make myself some coffee. There's a sudden knock at the door. That hollow sound
Mary.
doesn't bring back good
Sorry.
memories. She's managed to get out of the box and decided to politely knock. It used to signal the arrival of new mark bearers to the mansion. But that's in the past now. I swing the door open. Standing in front of me is... Oh, Moe.
Hiya.
Moe Watanabe.
Now a good time, mister? Oh, if it isn't, just tell me and I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, it's fine. Moe flashes a carefree smile and steps inside with a pep in her step. Just her presence makes this place feel less gloomy. With a start, I realize that Moe isn't my only visitor. Oh, Tsukasa!
It's been a while. Sorry for coming without contacting you.
Tsukasa? This is rare. Why are you here?
It had been a while since we'd met up, so we talked about what happened. And obviously the topic came to you. So I told him that I'd visit you a lot, and he should come with me. No big deal, right?
Is it kind of inconvenient, or I was just getting bored?
I was just getting bored.
Of course I don't mind. I was just getting bored.
Yeah, I figured as much. You seem the type with time on your hands.
Thanks. I haven't seen them both together since the Mark. Moe's come by sometimes for interviews and the like for an occult magazine. But this is the first time I've seen Tsukasa Yoshida since then. I wasn't really concerned over him, but I'll admit I'm relieved to see he's alright.
I'm glad to see you're well. Have you gotten the chance to relax?
I have. But aren't you busy with entrance exams? Do you have time to waste doing this?
Breaks are important. As an adult, you should understand that.
Thank you, small child. Yeah, you're right. I glance over to see Moe staring at me. What is it?
It's just, I'm working hard at my job, too. You don't have anything to say?
Oh, I
Bitch.
know you are. It's only natural to work hard, or don't catch a cold.
I know you are.
Trust me, I know you are. You've barreled your way in here several times already.
It doesn't sound very encouraging. But no way am I a match for
Tsukasa.
Tsukasa. I heard you say it, and then I was like, Tsukasa. He works crazy hard. I haven't gotten there yet in my hiragana.
You got this.
He was first in the recent mock tests. That's only natural. After all, I have a goal.
You do? I've never heard him mention it. Or maybe I should say I never expected him to say he has a goal. You have something you're trying to accomplish?
My parents were lawyers, so I was thinking of entering the juridical?
I guess. I thought it was judicial, but...
profession, yeah.
Was thinking, huh? Has he changed his mind then?
Juridical sounds more like jury, and you can't be a professional juror. That's not how that works. Wow, that's a cool dream.
Hmm.
Jurassic. So you like dinosaurs too?
Tsukasa's glare is full of contempt.
Not Jurassic. Judicial. I'm just gonna change it. As in dealing with the law. Are you really in high school, Moy? I almost called her Mo. I know that's not right. Ugh.
I've never been at a loss for words before.
To be honest, now I'm not sure. I realized that being a lawyer in real life is nothing like Ace Attorney games that changed his mind. If possible, I'd like to ask you for your opinion, mister. Is that all right?
I don't mind, but I'm kind of surprised. Who'd think Tsukasa would ask me for advice?
That incident was wrapped up. I was wrapped up and started it. There we go. Jesus. Now I know there are so many incomprehensible things in the world. See, I struggled there, but incomprehensible, I can say clearly.
That's not a big word for Emlo. It's
I'm considering going into science in order to
elucidate
them.
Shine a light.
that was a big word for Elmo. My parents, I feel that it would be difficult to tell them.
Ah, I see. That's what's going on. It's a serious predicament.
You don't seem like someone who has much in the way of work experience. That's true, he's just rich. But what do you think I should do?
Yeah, you missed the first case, but Tsukasa, is the mouthiest child. I love this kid. All right. Should he tell them now? Should he think it over first, or reconsider?
Tell them now.
It's difficult to say. If he's given the idea serious thought, then it'd be better for him to tell his parents. Parents only want their kids to be happy. They'll support him if that's what he wants. So that's what I tell him.
I see. I hope my parents think the same way as you. Thank you very much. I feel a bit better now.
I have no idea if my advice was really helpful or not, but Tsukasa bows politely to me.
Great. You good now? Your future's bright, unlike this old guy here, so don't worry so much. Jesus. That's not true. I'm sure he also has a bright...
They both look at me.
Nope, can't picture it. But that's what makes him approachable. He's so good to vent to, at least. But there definitely are things that only he can do.
Honestly, I can't think of any myself. I can make a good pot of coffee, but that's not really what they're talking about.
I mean, there's that doll.
Tsukasa falls silent. It seems my expression gave me away.
Have you not made much progress?
Nothing I can share at the moment. I've researched everything I can. Mary's true identity is as elusive as smoke. I still haven't managed to find clues. So I'm taking a bit of a break right now. I'm glossing over it, but to be honest, any sort of tension has vanished. My rest hasn't relaxed me. It's more like I'm a balloon that's lost all its air. If I was risking my life and facing death every day, it might be different, but right now my determination to move forward that I had back then is gone.
That's so? I'm sorry, I had no idea.
I'm glad I'm venting to these two children.
Yeah. Then it might be best for you to rest and relax a bit. How about a trip to improve your mood? You might get a good idea.
Is this our beach episode? I'm about to reply to that when there's another knock at the door.
Who could that be? Yes? Who is it?
Moy calls out playfully like she lives here and skips over to answer the door.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Coming in.
The brusque voice belongs to... Hey, Mashita. The ex-detective Satoru Mashita.
Oh my god, are we gonna go through every character?
I hope not. Oh my god.
I'm so tired. Hey, what's all this? When did you start a daycare? Huh? Mr. Mashita? Why are you here? Did you come to see us?
Yes, he clearly came to my house to see you. Moy is clearly excited, but Tsukasa is collected as he bows politely.
I'm in your debt for your help back then. Still, I'm surprised I didn't think we'd be able to meet here.
Mashita gives an annoyed shake of his head.
He looks unhinged.
She is.
I'm the one asking why you're here. Damn, we're going in circles now. Don't lie, I know you're happy to see us. You're always hiding your feelings. Oh, but what a huge coincidence. We've got everyone from Hanahiko.
Hanahiko. Yep.
Hanahiko. I don't know why, but in my brain that H was a K. Case back together again. Totally destiny.
I feel conflicted seeing her innocent smile. If everyone's happy after such a horrific event, then maybe it'll fade quickly to memory.
Everyone, huh? In that case, one person. No, one being is missing.
As he mutters, he glances at a spot in the room. It would be best to change the subject. So, why are you here?
I have something to ask you first.
He answers me with a question, like usual.
Yuriguri, you told that fortune teller about my office, didn't you?
Does he mean Toako Yasuoka? Yeah, it might have come up while I was talking to her about Mary.
Why'd you have to go and do that? Now I'm drowning under investigation requests. Wait, does that mean... Are you a private eye, Mr. Mashita?
Mashita.
Mashita,
Moy
that's right.
butts in, her eyes shining. She's not timid, I'll grant you that.
I think that's still just the tricky part, is remembering what vowels to drop there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you'd be pretty good at that. Oh, if you get an interesting job, bring me along with you.
Even Mashita can only blink at her innocence.
This is exactly why it's annoying.
Still, when I think about it, Mashita's complaints don't make much sense. How could he be disadvantaged by my sharing his info with Yasuoka, who's incredibly famous? He himself said that he was drowning under requests. I only told her about your office. What's wrong with that? Getting job requests is good, isn't it? What detective hates too many requests? Plus, he only just started. Even if he's insanely talented, there's no way he's already overwhelmed.
It depends on what the request is about. One I just got is the worst.
Did he just hesitate? Mashita?
Maverick, stay down. It's your fault that this happened. Hi, buddy. It's okay. So, Giri. Yes, I can see you under the table, too. I'm going to have you help me.
Help you? Wait a minute. What are we talking about here?
Can't you guess based on the context? I believe he's telling you he wants your help with the detective job. Wow, I can't really picture him working as a private eye, though. Now, if he wants to investigate a supernatural phenomenon, that would be Ugh. Wait, don't tell me. This worst request ever that you got?
We all hold our breath as we stare at Mashta.
Exactly. A spirit might be involved. Good opportunity. Thought Tsukasa was going to say, I think he wants to take you on a date. Um, this is what I heard from the old fortune teller.
All right, chapter 6, Little Red Riding Hood.
All right, this is an excellent stopping place because I would like to eat my food and...
If it lets me save, I'm absolutely into that. Nope. No,
Wait, didn't you figure out how you could save earlier?
That was only during parts where I could move.
Damn it.
No, this is totally for real, I swear. I think I saw something real bad on that Love Hotel street the other day. You heard about the Red Riding Hood girl? That rumor about people disappearing after entering that Love Hotel in K-City? On rainy days, this girl stands by the road like she's trying to get customers. Anyone who goes in the hotel with her ends up missing. And here's the kicker. Eventually, they're found, but their heads are so messed up they can't even remember their names. Some end up dying in the hospital, and others jump in front of trains. I totally forgot. I was walking around at night the last time it rained. And there was a girl in a red raincoat there, so I thought I'd chat her up. But when I got close to her... Tell me, are you... She suddenly started whispering to me. I got real creeped out, so I bolted. No, I'm seriously glad she didn't follow me. Thinking back on it, something was odd. It wasn't raining that hard, but she was the only one who was soaked from head to toe. Later I realized that raincoat was probably soaked with blood.
That's all I was told. I'm sorry, but I must say that sounds like a simple ghost story. The raining shopping district in the red raincoat? Rather suspicious.
Mashta ignores Tsukasa, looking straight at me instead.
Enough to make me concerned. I'll leave the rest to you, Girigiri.
Solve it yourself. You're coming with me, or why me?
You're coming with me. I'm bogged down with my other cases. I don't have any time to spare. It's your fault that the old lady brought this to me. So you need to take responsibility.
But...
Come on, you can help him out a little. I'll help too. The editorial department might have some info on a case like this. And your investigation needs an assistant, right? Did you learn nothing, Miss Moy? This isn't what put you in danger. Isn't this what put you in danger the last time?
Last time? Those words draw my eyes immediately to a certain spot. She's not here anymore. The same thing won't happen. It can't. But somewhere deep in my heart, I'm anxious.
Don't work yourself up. It's more likely that it's just a lie. A bunch of it sounds like it was made up. That's why it's such a pain to have an absurd request like this brought to me.
Mashta's right. It's highly likely the whole story was made up. If I had to point out anything concerning about it, it's pretty detailed for just a rumor, and it leaves the same kind of impression as rumors of real spirits.
But it's better to be safe than sorry. If it does end up true, then we'll need to act now, yeah?
Okay, I'll do it.
I hope you'd say that. You better get
No, I'm going alone.
What? No way, that's not fair.
I knew she'd complain. But I can't put her in harm's way. Listen, Moet, I need you to search for info. I've got no way to research these rumors, but you have access to a lot more than me. Use your position to gather information.
I really hate sitting out and watching you do everything. But if that's how I can help best, then that's what I'll do this time. If you find anything out, though, tell me, okay?
I promise.
It's settled.
Majda takes out a notebook, rips out a page, and hands it to me.
The address of the hotel, Masquerade, is abandoned now, though. Meet there at 8 tomorrow night.
8 p.m.? I have to go at a specific time?
The client set the time. The old lady said she'd call and help, so it's probably a scheduling thing.
I don't have to handle this alone, then. Plus, this is Yasuoka. I'm sure she has some kind of plan in mind.
Well then, I need to get to my other cases.
Majda turns on his heel and vanishes out the front door. But he's just as suddenly back. What's wrong? Weren't you leaving?
Get out. Nothing. I just realized it's a little late for kids to be wandering around outside.
Majda calls out to the other two.
Hey, you too. I'll drive you back, so hurry up and get in the car. Oh, is that okay? Then I'll take you up on that. I agree, it's pretty late. Sorry to trouble you. Well then, mister, we'll be going.
The rhythmic ticking of the grandfather clock echoes through the hall. How long has it been since those three went home? I sit and mull over what Majda told me. I have a bad feeling about this. It's perfectly reasonable to believe it's just rumors, a normal case even. But the more I think about it, the more I'm doubting it. I avert my eyes from the sofa. I silently ask its absent master a question. But of course there's no way she'd reply. The next evening, I get ready and leave my room with heavy steps. The clock says it's 6 on the dot. It's still early for the meetup time. I guess unconsciously, I'm a little impatient. I'm already ready. There's no reason to wait here at the mansion. Guess I'll go. I'll just kill time there if I'm early. I'll learn the truth. In and out. It'll be quick. I turned the car key. My mood improved somewhat. All right. And we have a save. There we go.
Deserve the paycheck since we're doing Majda's job.
Right? All right. You got any announcements?
No.
All right. Next stream is Tuesday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. The YouTube channel has been updated, so we'll have new videos coming out all of this week. So watch for that. And have a good night. Wash your hands, wear your masks, get vaccinated, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Make
Have a
good
good
choices.
night.
Good night.
Bye.